Happy Tuesday! My name is Alan.
And my name's Nick.
And welcome into the dungeon.
We're picking up this week back in Icespire Hold, where Shrew Shrubberies have just seen off a number of kobolds, and last week's episode ended with that revelation that poor old Favian has the worms. Oh, God damn it, Shrew! What? Favian, please, somebody do something.
Where did they go in through? Your bum?
No! Bloody hope not. Here, and he sort of closes his eyes, looks away as he presents his arm to you.
Whoa! Do I see the wound itself? Oh, shit. It's dying.
Favian's taken another 3 piercing damage.
Oh, do I see the wound? Do I see the worms inside the wound? Or is it like there's nothing visible there?
You can see the punctured skin. Oh, Favian!
Hold on!
Shrew!
I take out my dagger. Wait! I'll kill them!
What are you doing?
Close your eyes, I'll just stab them. Where are they? Around what part?
You're not cutting my arm off.
I'm not cutting your arm off, I'm just stabbing the worms.
You're just stabbing the worms from my arm.
How do I take them out?
I don't know, and you're a druid, don't you have any sort of magic or any sort of...
No, maybe, hold on, I can't speak with animals. I'll talk to them, hold on. And I can't speak with animals.
He's taken another 7 points of damage.
Okay, worms, do you hear me? Wormies, if you're in there, you've been a right nuisance. Get out! Get out! And stop hurting my friend.
The worms have an intelligence of -5, so they've got no idea where this booming voice is coming from.
They don't understand wormish, though. Like, I'm speaking worm.
Do worms make any sense?
I don't know.
Tasty little flesh.
I am your god! The worm god! I command you to get out!
Just get them out!
Wait, I'm talking to them. I think I'm getting...
talking to them!
I think I'm getting through to them. Hold on.
That's another 4 points of piercing damage to
I
Favian.
am your worm god. I have even tastier morsels out here for you. Yes. Come here. More tasty food.
All we can eat here.
I got more to eat. Buffets. The whole shebang.
Get them out of me! Get them out of me!
Fenna.
That's another 5 points of damage to Favian.
Do you have anything? You're the healer. Heal. Do something.
I can cast Cure Wounds on him, but that's not going to get them out.
Well, at least he doesn't die.
Favian currently has 6 hit points left.
Okay. Fenna, look at Favian. He's not looking well.
You don't
Cast something.
You know, druidic practices. Please, Shrew, just get them out of me.
Fenna is gonna cure him with a Cure Wounds, level 1. I'm gonna roll for Fenna quickly. 2 + 4, 6 healing for Favian.
Favian's got 12 hit points left.
Hold on, Favian. Hold on. I want to do a medicine check on Favian. I want to see how I could heal this, how I could get rid of the worms.
Alright, give me a medicine check then.
Okay, 26.
As you're inspecting the wound, you start pressing it, like a big pimple,
Yeah.
and a worm starts coming out.
Oh, really? Okay. That easy. Okay, Favian, I think I found a way. As a worm comes out, I want to slice it with my dagger. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to cut its head off.
That one's down.
Okay, I carry on, popping the pimple.
Alright, give me another medicine check.
25.
Yeah, the second one starts coming out now.
Cut his head off again.
Oh, Shrew.
That's 2. That's 2. How many did you have? Do you know?
I don't know, but the pain subsided.
Oh, good.
Oh, mate.
What's the matter?
Mulgup's
Do you have
throwing
worms
up
too?
everywhere.
Do you have worms, Mulgup?
No, mate, I did.
Mulgup, we're gonna fight a dragon. Is this your reaction to worms? I don't want to see your reaction to the dragon.
That was disgusting, mate.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen worse. Anyway, let's...
I think I need a rest.
Yes, I was gonna say... take a rest. I have an idea. I have this potion that will grant you the effects of a long rest, whilst only having a short one. Why don't you heal Favian and Caspus up, Fenna, and anyone who needs it, and then you take the rest and take the potion so that you get all your magic back.
Okay, that sounds like a wise idea.
Of course. Shrew the wise, yes. Let's see, Favian, sit down. Don't exert yourself anymore.
Oh, yeah. He collapses to the floor. To think, coming all this way, to almost be killed by a worm.
Yes, you don't have to tell me. I've been biting my tongue. It's not the time to crack jokes. But when we come back from the mountain, we'll have a talk over a nice campfire whilst roasting some sausages. You better believe it.
Alright, Favian, hold tight. What spell is Fenna going to cast?
She's going to cast Cure Wounds as a 4th level spell, might as well just get it over with. Actually, seeing as I add my spell casting modifier for each roll, it's probably better if I roll it as 1st level spells and add the modifier, whereas if I just roll it as a 4th level spell, I'll only add the modifier once, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that means you get plus 16 from your modifier instead of plus 4 if you cast 4 level 1s.
That's right. So here goes. 2 plus 4, 6. Another 9. That's a 1 plus 4, 5.
Okay.
Those are all my 1st level spell slots. So I'm going to the 2nd one now. That's 2d8. 19 healing. How much does he have now?
Favian's got 3 points of damage now.
3. Well, I might as well do it one more time. 2nd spell slot. Yeah, just even if I rolled zeros with the 4 modifier, which you can't roll zeros, I know, but with the 4 modifier, it'll be full health. And now, with her 3rd 2nd level spell slot, she's gonna cure Caspus, which was also doing poorly. For 15 HP, which is well over Caspus's full HP, so that's Caspus fully healed too. Good job, Fenna. Here, take this potion now and have a short rest. You'll feel the benefits of a long one, trust me.
Oh, this is a very useful potion. Where did we get this from, Shrew?
Well, if memory serves me correctly, I think it was somewhere in the Neverwinter Woods. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Well, where are we going to take this rest then?
Well, I thought perhaps in the audience chamber where we just fought those enemies.
So with all those corpses?
Well, maybe... why don't we just go to the armory? There was nothing there.
Sounds better. Stench of Murkov sick and those corpses in the audience chamber aren't doing me any favours.
No, I imagine not. Whilst you guys rest here, I'm going to go through the kitchen and grab my rod. And if you remember from last episode, I had put the rod in one of the doors so that it couldn't be opened.
Yeah, that's correct. Actually, it was on the door that goes to the armory.
Yeah, well, the one on the opposite side from the door we're going into now, right?
That's correct, yeah.
So that's why I want to go through the dining room, through the kitchen, up the corridor that leads to the armory on the other side, and get the rod back.
Alright, you've got your rod back.
And I open the door and I join my friends.
Is there anything Shrubberies are doing during this short rest?
Yeah. Murkov, Favian, you each take one door, stand guard in front of it. In case anyone breaches this room, I'll be in the middle. You, Fenna, rest with Caspus.
Okay. So an hour passes, and Shrubberies have completed their short rest. Feeling much better now. Thanks, guys. Bit concerned we haven't seen any of those cultists around.
Yes, it's not ideal. Perhaps they've lost our trail, or they've gone searching for us down the mountain. Hopefully they won't be up there with a dragon. But we'll see. We should perhaps continue exploring this area and see that there's no one left in here. What do you guys think?
Sounds like a good plan to me, mate. Wouldn't be one caught with our pants down in front of the dragon.
Well, that's correct, and I don't want to waste more time, to be honest. If indeed the cultists have left, they might not be gone for too long. So let's get going.
Where are we off to then, Shrew?
Well, let's go back to where Murkov was sick, and where Murkov dispatched the last enemy that was running away. Let's continue that way.
Okay, so Shrubberies are making their way back. What's your marching order for this?
Favian in front, then Shrew, Benna and Caspus, and then Murkub.
Okay, so you're now in the room where Murkub killed that last kobold, and you can see that there's a door in front of you.
I want to check it for traps, quickly.
Alright, roll for investigation.
13.
You inspect the door and there doesn't seem to be anything untoward about it.
Okay, I nod to Favian as to say, open the door.
Alright, he opens it, and he finds himself inside the room that was marked as Kra's chamber on Murkub's map.
Kra was his leader.
That's correct. This room is decorated with the spoils of war, including impressive-looking furniture that seems mostly destroyed. Heaped around the room, you also see furs, antlers, the rotting heads of a number of enemies. Dwarves, humans, orcs. You also see in the corner an ornate-looking wooden chair that seems to be missing one of its arms.
Does that chair look out of place at all there?
Looks rather luxurious.
I want to inspect the chair.
As you get closer to it, you can see that it's got 6 branches of red coral worked into its design. Give me an investigation check.
12.
These seem like fine pieces of coral to you. Give me a nature check.
10.
As you're looking at these carefully, they seem to resemble the craftsmanship of sea elves. You can tell that each one of these branches would fetch a pretty penny to the right seller.
Sea elves. Have I ever heard of sea elves?
The banshee that you returned the conch to was a sea elf, and you recognize her as such.
Ooh. Okay, so these corals are kind of stuck on the chair.
They're worked into the design, sort of like the spindles, if that's the right word. The spokes at the back of the chair.
Oh, I know what you mean, yeah.
They can be pulled out.
And what does the other armrest look like? The one that's not missing, obviously.
Just very exquisitely carved. Motifs of the sea.
Why is one of them missing?
What's so special about that chair, Shrew?
Well, I was investigating it and taking a closer look, and it's fine craftsmanship. Yes. Sea elf craftsmanship, that is. These corals might fetch a fair price, and we told Adabra we would pay back the potions she loaned us, so I hope your leader doesn't mind, but I think I'm going to pillage this.
Well, mate, he's not around anymore. He was dragon food.
Yes, you're right. Very bluntly put. And I start trying to take the corals off without breaking them from the back of the chair.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
13.
You managed to get all 6 out without damaging them.
Nice. I put them in my bag of holding.
Now I'm thinking about it, mate. I seem to remember Kra leaving this room and appearing inside the orc barracks. Never quite figured out how he did it, but perhaps there's one of those secret doors around here.
Interesting. I want to search. Like, judging by the map, I know that the wall at the very end of this room, as we came in through the door, is a connecting wall to the orc barracks.
That's correct.
So I want to investigate that wall, see if I see anything.
Right, give me an investigation with advantage.
18.
Sure enough, after a little search, you find a slight indentation that you feel gives way when you slightly press on it. Give me a perception check with the character that's got the highest perception.
9.
You become aware of some scuffling, but given the height of these ceilings and the size of Icespire Hold, you can't quite pinpoint where the sounds are coming from. But you certainly recognize them as those sounds that you heard when you were down in the crypt. That scraping of almost claws on stone.
Shh! Keep silent. I hear more of those lizard-looking folk. Not sure from where. I wanna... They're talking now. Do you hear them?
I think I heard something, yeah.
Well, be alert. I'm gonna try and open this wall. Want to put my hand in the indentation, maybe press it in or something? Does it do anything?
Yeah, it starts to give away and you can slide into a recess.
Yeah, do that. And I make my way to the orc chamber. The orc barracks.
This large room has a fireplace in its northern wall. It seems filled with filth. The furnishings that were once here have long since been burnt in the fireplace. Standing in the center of the room is one of these lizard folk, these kobolds. and practically right in front of the door that Shrew has just opened up, comes face to face with one of these creatures. As you're looking into this room, to your far left, you can see a third. You know what's coming next. Gonna ask you to roll for initiative.
Yeah. Did I surprise him?
No, I'd say no. You've literally opened the door and this guy's stood right there. He's heard the stone sort of slide across.
Okay, here goes. That's 9 for Murkub,
Okay.
20 for Favian, 11 for Fenna, and 14 for Shrew.
Okay, I'm going to roll for the kobolds. And much like I started the last episode, I'm rolling pretty shit. It's a natural 1 and a 2 in that roll,
Good.
out of 3. So top of the round is actually going to be Favian, who's just behind Shrew, followed by one of the kobolds, then Shrew, Fenner and Caspus, Murkub, and then the remaining 2 kobolds.
Very good. So Favian is going to go past Shrew, get close to the first kobold. Shield in one hand, sword in the other. He's going to try and slash at it. 12 to hit.
That just hits.
Oof. That's a total of 7 damage.
This kobold's almost on death's door.
He's going to go again. 13 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
11 damage.
Yeah, this kobold lies in a bloody heap at his feet. He's down. Is Favian doing anything else?
Yes, he's going to move to the end of the room and stay behind the fireplace that you mentioned was there. Just 5 feet in front of him.
Okay, then it's over to that first kobold. You can see that this kobold is carrying a stick with what appears to be a scorpion on the end of it.
What?
And he's got a number of trinkets and jars hanging across his waist.
Oh no. More worms. More worms.
This kobold moves 10 feet forward, grabs a flask from alongside his waist, and throws it at Favian. It's a 17 to hit.
Ah, just hits.
This flask explodes on impact, dealing Favian with 2 fire damage
Oh, okay.
as he suddenly catches fire.
Oh, he's on fire.
Yeah,
It's not his day.
this kobold then retreats back where he came from. And now it's over to Shrew.
Drew's going to exit the other room, past the wall door he just opened. What does he see? Does he see 2 kobolds or just one of them?
You can just see the kobold that's right in front of the fireplace.
Okay, he saw something hit Favian in that general direction. So he's just going to assume it was that kobold, and he's going to run up to him and stop 10 feet in front of him to cast poison spray. So that's a Constitution saving throw. Constitution time. Constitution time.
Wow, I'm rolling badly again. That's a total of 3 minus 1,
Ooh.
2.
Okay, so he fails the save. That's 2d12. That's a total of 14 damage.
14 with a poisonous cloud.
Uh-huh.
This kobold starts gagging, coughing and spluttering, falls to its knees, its clawed hands around its throat. It keels over and breathes its last breath.
Yes.
Is Shrew doing anything else?
Can I use a bonus action to try and put out the flames that are currently engulfing Favian?
Not as a bonus.
Okay. Then no, I stay there. Favian! Again!
Oh, Shrew! You see Favian frantically trying to put the flames out of his body. Now to Fenner and Caspus. From where Shrew is now, he can also see the kobold down the corridor.
Okay, Fenna is gonna run up to Favian seeing he's on fire and try and put out the flames.
Right, give me a dexterity check.
For Fenna,
Yeah,
11 total.
that's just enough.
Whoa, yeah.
She manages to pat out the flames,
Nice. Well
whilst
done.
avoiding it spreading to her.
Oof. That was dangerous. Okay, that's gonna be her turn then.
Alright, what about Caspus?
He's gonna walk up to Fenna.
Then it's over to Murkub.
Murkub is gonna rush out from the room, as in use his movement to get out.
From where he is, he's basically stood right above that kobold that Favian killed. And he can just, with the corner of his eye, catch a glimpse of the last remaining kobold.
Okay, as his bonus action, he's gonna use Orcish Aggression to dash and get up to the kobold.
Yeah, he just gets there with his movement.
And once there, he's gonna try and attack. 12 to hit.
Just it.
That's 1d6. That's 8 damage.
This kobold looks seriously hurt as Murkub's scimitar slashes at him across the chest. He's going to have to take a constitution saving throw to see whether he is wounded or not.
Yeah.
Ooh, first nat 20 of the night.
Okay, he's not wounded.
He's not wounded. He's still standing.
That's Murkub's turn then.
Then it's over to Favian, top of the round.
Favian is going to drop his shield and sword and bring out his longbow. And from where he is, he's going to try and hit the kobold.
This makes a clattering sound as it reverberates through this room. He draws his longbow, takes aim.
20 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That's 7 damage.
Favian breaks a grin as he sees this arrow embed itself in the skull of the kobold, which falls at Murkub's feet.
Nice.
That draws this battle to a close.
Well done, guys. Let's not make mention about Favian's little mishap here, but let's investigate this room and get going.
I feel picked on.
Yes.
Worms, fire.
Well, hopefully it's all of your bad luck over before we actually head on up to the dragon.
I damn well hope so.
Want to make an investigation of this room, see if there's anything.
Alright, roll investigation with advantage. I'll say that your companions are helping you.
Yeah, that's a natural 1 and a 14. I'm gonna roll the natural 1 again. Because of Shrew's halfling luck. And that's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Ooh, baby, I love you.
You're searching for the filth. Find a leather sack.
Oh,
That's what you find.
okay. Leather sack. I wanna pick it up.
Pretty heavy and it jingles.
Really? Can I open it?
You sure can.
Well, I do.
You find 450 copper pieces,
Copper pieces. All right.
182 silver pieces,
Ah, not bad.
and a slightly damaged spyglass.
Spyglass.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
You also find a small flask
Hmm?
with a clear gelatinous oil,
Okay.
which sparkles with tiny, ultra-thin silver shards.
Ooh.
This is an oil of sharpness,
All right.
kindly donated by a good friend Neil.
Thank you very much, Neil. Just at the most opportune of moments. That gives you, what is it, +3?
That's correct, it can coat one slashing or piercing weapon,
Ooh.
or up to 5 pieces of ammunition. Applying the oil will take 1 minute, and for 1 hour, it's considered magical and has a 3 bonus to attacks and damage rolls.
Ooh. Thank you, Neil. That's gonna help us tremendously with the dragon.
Talk about timing.
I think probably Favian is gonna be the one to use it.
So if Favian covers his sword in this oil, what does that make it then?
Well, it's already a +1 to hit, so it'd be +1 and the +3 of the oil, that's +4. Then he would add his strength, another 4 to hit, so 8, and then his proficiency to hit, which is an extra 3. So a total of 11, +11 to hit.
Wow, even with your rolls, you should be hitting quite regularly.
Yeah, I hope so. The damage would be all of that minus the proficiency. So an extra 8 damage
Wow.
on every roll.
And then plus a couple of extra d6 if you hit the dragon with it, yeah?
Yeah, because it's an extra 3d6, I believe, because it's a dragon slayer sword. So maybe Favian is going to be the MVP of that fight.
Quite possibly, although judging by recent fights, perhaps not.
We'll see, we'll see. Anyway, again, thank you very much, Neil, for this kind donation. Okay, so I put all of that in my bag of holding.
What did you find there, Shrew?
Well, just some coinage that, again, we'll have to give to Adabra, and slightly damaged spyglass.
Oh, yes, that's true. Adabra. I hope she hasn't gone digging up the battle axe.
No, I'm sure she's a woman of her word. So I take out Murkub's map and start inspecting it again. And it seems to me that I've kind of investigated every room in this floor.
All but one.
All but one, which would be...
Underneath the kitchen and dining room.
Alright, so just to make sure I investigate every nook and cranny here and there's no one hiding around, I'm going to go towards that room there at the bottom of the kitchen that I think I can get to if I follow the corridor where Murkub just killed that kobold.
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm going down that corridor. Same order as before.
This elongated room, adorned with arrow slits that look over Dingledick's ramp and secret entrance, is completely abandoned and it's littered with rubble from fallen walls and fallen ceilings. There's nothing of interest here.
Okay, I want to continue down that route and up the other side of the hold, on the outside of the dining room, and that should take me back to where we cured Favian from worms before, if I am correct.
That's correct, there's a door at the end of this corridor.
Okay, we want to check that door for traps, just in case.
Alright, roll investigation.
I'll let Favian do it, seeing as he's in front. That's a 4.
Door looks perfectly fine to Favian.
Good, he's going to open it then.
He reaches out anxiously, pulls down on it. The latch clicks. The door starts to groan and creak. It just opens into an empty corridor.
Okay, so I enter that empty room. That would lead down some stairs to the area I mentioned before, where we got rid of Favian's worms. As I go down, I notice there's a door to my right that I don't think I've explored.
That's correct.
Would I be able to open that?
You sure can try.
Okay, after you've said that, I'll probably check for traps.
Alright then, roll for investigation.
Okay, Favian will be doing this scene as he's in front again. 10 total.
Door seems perfectly fine to him.
Favian wants to put his ear to the door this time. Try and see if he hears anything beyond it.
Give me a perception check.
17 total.
All he can hear is the howling wind.
Okay, that seems to lead to the outside. He's gonna open.
Favian sees a solid stone bridge spanning a 35-foot gap between the fortress, what appears to be a gatehouse, about 50 feet above a trail that passes underneath it.
Yes, I remember that. This fort, this hold, was made up of 2 different buildings, as we saw it from the bottom. Well, this leads to the other building. I'm not sure, perhaps there's more kobolds there, or even cultists, but we cannot risk making any more ruckus. We need to try to get to the dragon and surprise it. What do you guys say? Perhaps I can use my immovable rod to block this entrance.
That would be a good idea. That way if the cultists figure out we're here, at least slow them down.
As we came in through the secret entrance, I imagine that the only real entrance is from the other building, across this bridge.
Yeah, that looks like a gatehouse to me, if I ever saw one.
Yes. Anyway, let's go. No more sense in delaying this. Let's go kill a dragon. Want to make my way up through Krass's chamber again, out to the Orc barracks, and back to the spiral staircase that I saw when first we came into this hold.
You're now at the foot of this staircase. True.
Yeah.
Based on Murkov's map, this leads us to the roof.
Yes, I'm aware.
What's the plan here then? Are we just showing up and saying hello?
No.
We know the dragon's up there, or at least we saw him go up there.
We're going to go up quietly. Be in your best behavior. No tripping over stairs, no falling down traps. Okay, judging by Murkov's map here, when we ascend these stairs, we'll end up in a closed-off room, similar to the shape of the Orc barracks. Should be a door around there, leading to the rooftop. That is probably the best vantage point to engage the dragon. Now, from these plans, I can also ascertain that several arrow slits that face the actual platform outside where it's probable that the dragon is. Perhaps we can use those to our advantage, and I plan to do so. I have this spell, you see, which is called Gash.
Oh, I thought that was pronounced guess.
So did I. I kind of searched it up to get the pronunciation right, and apparently it's an Irish word, or Gaelic word, and it's pronounced Gash.
Oh my gosh, what does it do?
Well, I place a command on a creature that I can see, forcing it to do or refrain from doing some action or activity you decide. That's pretty much it. The command can be anything except something that would obviously cause the target to die. So that's pretty much it. I explained that to the Shrew's Shrubberies, what the spell does. I am thinking of, perhaps, if it works, commanding the dragon not to fly away, one, or maybe not to use its breath weapon on us.
Commanding the dragon?
Yes.
Can do that.
Well, with this spell, I can command a creature. Yes, as I said. I need a minute to cast the spell.
A whole minute?
A whole minute. So if we can lay low and quiet in the room, whilst I see the dragon from that arrow slit that supposedly is up there, perhaps we can cast the spell without any more problems. If I am unable to do so, for any reason, perhaps the slits are blocked, perhaps the room upstairs has a wall or a roof collapsed, I can cast polymorph on the dragon, or at least try to turn it into a chicken. Then take that minute to cast gash. The rest is then us trying to attack it, kill it, as best we can, use everything we have. Perhaps we can fire the bolts from within the room if we direct the ballista that we were given by the gnomes to the dragon from the arrow slits. Maybe Fenna, you can fire it. And maybe Fenna, you from there can heal us while still being protected. Anyway, once we get up the stairs, we'll be in a better position to decide. There's not much doing. We need to kill the dragon. Stand strong. Don't waver in the face of uncertainty. And believe in us. Believe in ourselves in Shrew Shrubberies. We've been through a lot these past weeks. And it's all led up to this. I love you all. And I know you'll have my backs. As I have yours. As I said before, we shall go down in history as the saviors of Phandalin, Lylon, and the whole of the Sword Coast. We are intended for greatness, and this is where our legend starts. Are you all ready to face this vile dragon?
That I am, Shrew. Let's do this. Oh, we haven't come all this way to die, Shrew. Let's go down in history. I've got a date with revenge. Let's do this.
For all the friends we've made, for all the lives that this dragon has taken, and for Betsy, let's go! And I start running up the stairs, but then I realize, wait.
You wanted to do this quietly, yeah?
Let's go, but let's go quietly.
So you know what's going to come next then, as you run up the stairs?
Yes, stealth checks, right?
Not quite, because that's why I'm going to call it an episode.
Oh! No.
Right at the dragon's door.
Oh, this is worse than when you withheld the role of the polymorph.
No, I can't be worse.
I'm going to have to rage quit again.
No.
Oh, damn, we're almost there. One more episode, guys. One more episode, and we'll slay the dragon.
We're finally here. Finally, at that lost staircase that leads you to the dragon of Icespire Peak.
Been a long one.
Favian almost didn't make it.
Bested by worms, and then fire.
But here you are now. If you want to hear us talk a little bit more about the episode and you can't wait until next week for your Into the Dungeon fix, be sure to visit www.i2td.com and follow our links to our Buy Me a Coffee page. There, in exchange for one of the membership tiers, you can get access to our bonus reflection episodes, where we talk about the session we've just played. We actually released a freebie for all you lovely listeners last week. We hope you enjoyed it, and that you got a good feel for the kind of content we're putting out there for those of you on our Magus tiers. While you're over there, why not take this final opportunity to buy Shrew Shrubberies, some potions, or an item that perhaps can be found in this last room as he steps out to face the dragon of Icespire Peak. So yeah, just want to say another big thanks to Neil for that kind donation of the Oil of Slipperiness.
That's right. And if you cannot be so generous, or don't want to be as generous as Neil, worry not, because you can still help us out tremendously by following us on our social media. If you visit i2td.com, you can find all the links there. Our Twitter, join our Discord if you wish to. You can talk to us there on the daily. You can also follow us on YouTube, like all our content, leave a review, leave some ratings. Anything you can do will help us tremendously. Even talk to your friends and family about us. Tell them there's two dashing lads all across the world, if you live far away from us, that play D&D in a sweaty laundry room.
You make it sound so nice.
Yeah, and we've fallen in love with them. So why not hear them as well? We'll spread the love, spread our message, spread our podcast, and we will be eternally grateful to you for it.
That we surely will. And that brings us on to the end of the episode club.
The last ones standing.
Could this be the penultimate last one standing?
For this campaign at least. Should we keep it going for future campaigns?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah,
I quite enjoy reading the comments of the passwords.
that's right.
So yeah, you know what to do. This is episode 81. As I keep saying every episode, we're going to give you a password. Use it in your comments on our social media feeds, on YouTube, or in our Discord server, and compete for the esteemed title of El Guillo Masferrada.
So, do you have a password for us today?
Of course I do!
Well, lay it on us.
Today's password is... Oh my gosh!
Care to explain?
Yeah, that spell that you told Favian about.
Yeah. Gash.
Gosh.
Gash.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. So do they have to spell it as a spell?
Yeah, you gotta spell it as Geas in order to be in contention.
Oh my gosh.
Looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with.
Anyway, without further ado, we thank you very much for listening in and hope to catch you next time as we delve into the dungeon. Come on, baby, do the locomotion.
From above you can now hear the floor shaking.
Oh no.
Mentira. Quería que te cago un poco. Como
Sí.
tiro el shield y el sword.
Sí, me estoy cagando. Anyway, let's go. No more sense in delaying this.
Yeah, it's only been 2 years of playing. Gotta deal with it. Coño, esa sí no era la voz del cabrón. Alright, mate. Right, pop it. Right, pop it.
El Favian's on fire. El Favian's on fire. Yes, as we came in through the secret. As we came in. If I am a name, if I'm a. Oh, whoa, whoa.